Hello and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 1st of November for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now, as ever, I'm going to give the major strands of this week before diving deep into each of the Zodiac signs. So please stay with me. Of course, this is a new month and it begins with the Sun in an electric opposition to Uranus. The Sun is in Scorpio, which is a fixed sign, and so is Uranus in Taurus. So there's a polarity there. But Uranus is about change and fixed signs is about continuity. So when it comes to shared resources, Scorpio, everyday money, Taurus, spending decisions, or close devotional relationships, alliances, where we're most invested, there could be the need to make some changes. But also this week we're seeing a new moon in Scorpio, and because of the energy of Uranus, it's a fine time to think outside the box and be more innovative in our approach. But if something is very rigid or we're resisting something in our lives, perhaps because we are a little bit fearful of change, then there could be a tension that builds up over the next 3 or 4 weeks of this new moon. But also at the very start of this week, Mercury and Jupiter continue to forge an awesome alliance. So if there is something you need to talk about around a business situation, that can be very helpful. Now, later in the week, there is some big action too, because Mercury dives deep into the sign of Scorpio on Friday. In fact, on Wednesday, it comes out of shadow, really bringing to the end the retrograde period in the sign of Libra. But once it goes into Scorpio, it's not so much what people are saying, it's what they really mean. And Mercury in Scorpio helps us to decipher what's not obvious. But also Venus moves on the same day into a long duration in the sign of Capricorn. Now, ordinarily, Venus takes around 28 days to pass through each zodiac sign. But it's going to be in Capricorn through to the 6th of March. So this is a really extensive transit. Now, Venus in Capricorn can make us think very seriously about our responsibilities in relationships, but it also suggests in a professional context that if we can build up alliances based on goodwill and diplomacy, that can be a very good thing to go for. But almost immediately at the end of this week, Mars and Saturn are in a rather chaffing right angle. So even if we are talking with some urgency about a financial or a relationship matter, Saturn in the sector of the future, in this particular situation, that could see us limited in some way around some of our choices, or that's how it can feel. So please stay with me for your deep dive video. But remember, if you'd like to get your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see the subscription link beneath this video. Also, if you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And if you want to get your year 22 personal forecast, if you order it now, you can get the rest of this year free, plus a character analysis and 30% off. Thank you so much. Hello Sagittarius and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 1st of November. Your ruling planet Jupiter forges a gorgeous link to Mercury on Monday and Tuesday. There could be a friend, an alliance, some association, or even a more sociable opportunity that comes from this energy. It's also true that Venus is moving into your second solar house on Friday. This is going to give you the opportunity to do better financially right through to the 6th of March. Now, how that money comes to you could be a little surprising because there could be some revisionism in your life. Something you've done in the past can come back to you in a positive way in that interim period. And that's because Venus is going to be in a connection with Pluto, the planet of transformation. So I think that you could quarry some old skills or talents, but in a new, fresh way due to that transit. But generally, very good news as far as your finances is concerned. Now, if you're someone who's been trying to be very disciplined about diet, Venus going through the second house can always give us a bit more of a sweet tooth. So just letting you know that that could be a little bit of a temptation for you. Now, of course, this is a week where we have a new moon. And one of the most complex new moons for any sign is the 12th house. And the sign of Scorpio is very deep anyway. And essentially, because this new moon is in opposition with Uranus, in a very practical location, and things seem to be in a state of flux around your everyday order, I think that what you're being asked to do over the next month is to give yourself permission to be more open to the more sensitive side of life, your vulnerabilities, the more psychological strands, particularly with Mercury moving on Friday into the sign of Scorpio too. If you kind of resist this stuff, it's going to bite you on the bum, basically, particularly at the end of this week when Mars and Saturn go into a sharp right angle. And something could get said that actually sets you back on your heels a little bit. Someone may surprise you with the force of their opinion, and it may relate to something you've said in the past, and now you get the response. But try to take it in your stride and understand that there are possibly sides of your nature that you're not quite so aware of because of your innate enthusiasm and optimism. You're always moving forwards, you're always progressive, but sometimes that can mean that you leave bits and pieces of emotion behind. And I think essentially with Mars, Mercury and the new moon all in your 12th house, it is important at this time to try to give yourself the moments of reflection to try to understand some of your deeper motivations and needs. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye.